Here's Jordan Griffin, the center fielder. Adams is inside. Runners on the corners. Corrales at third, and at first it's Jadarian Washington. He reached on a single. 1 ball and no strikes. Knox fires home. Runner takes off. Fouled off by Jordan Griffin. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. Runners on the corners. Corrales was hit by a pitch. Washington singled. Knox comes set. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. A pickoff move to first. He's back in safely. One. Knox comes set. Fires home. Runner takes off. Fouled out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Knox has 2 strikeouts on the day. Looks for his third on Jordan Griffin. Runners on the corners. One, two. Knox picks off to third. Nothing doing. Ahead on Griffin, 1 and 2. Fires home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. His third strikeout of the afternoon. Second of the inning. Keep working, J-Rock. 2 outs now. Brings up Britt Vick. Vick, the third baseman, batting ninth. On deck, leadoff hitter Miles Ledoux, who walked in the first. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Washington at first, Corrales at third. Knox comes home. The throw down is not in time. So 1 run will score, 2-1. Bucks are now on the board, and Coach Thomas Siller will come out and have a word with the umpire. This is the second time an umpire's made a bad call in the field tonight. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Another missed call by the umpires there. Britt Vick at the plate. No balls and 1 strike on him. 1-2. As Corrales came around to score. A fly ball into left field. Kaiser going over. And that's going to retire Vick. Tours still lead 2-1. As the Bucks played 1. Going to the top of the third inning. Due up, Kaiser to Priest Fontenot. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 2-1 here in the top of the third inning. Coming to the plate is the 9-hole Jace Kaiser. He's in left field tonight. On the mound, it's still Diego Corrales. First pitch to Kaiser. Can't catch up to that one as Corrales blows it right past him. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. 0-1. Fires home. Misses upstairs. Ball number 1. Count even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Corrales comes home, and that misses. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Top of the 3rd inning. If you're just now joining us, towards lead 2-1. Corrales gets a sign and fires home. Fouled off towards the right side. 2-2. Corrales looks for his 4th. Hit back up the middle. Vic will field that one. The throw over to first is in time to retire Jace Kaiser to bring up the leadoff hitter Brody DePriest. 5, 4. Top of the 3rd inning. In the top of the 1st, DePriest, he struck out to start things off here in Lake Charles. Will get his 2nd at-bat of the ball game. Left-handed hitter, one of 2 left-handed hitters that Diego Corrales will have to face tonight. Misses upstairs. Ball number 1. One ball and no strikes here on DePriest. Steps back into the box. Looks for his first hit off Corrales tonight. Here comes the 1-0. Squares the bunt. Pops it up. Corville running over. He can't get there in time. Count even now. 1 ball and 1 strike on the right fielder, Brody DePriest. One ball, 1 strike. With 1 out, the Tours lead here in the top of the 3rd inning, 2-1. One fires home. That misses. Called strike 2. You can never tell with this umpire calling all these balls and strikes late. 1 ball and 2 strikes. DePriest already been set down once. Here it comes into left field. Is that going to drop? No, it's not. Stoops will camp under it and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 outs now brings up the McNeese signee, Bryce Fontenot. He flew out to the center fielder in the 1st. Two outs, Corrales on the mound. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the 1st. Looks to do the same here in the 3rd. Fontenot at the plate. Fastball misses downstairs in the dirt. Good block from Corville. 1 ball and no strikes on him. Corrales gets a sign, fires home the 1-0. Hit hard towards the left side. Owen Galt will field it. The throw over to first is in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Going to the bottom of the 3rd, due up. It's the 1-2-3. Ledoux, Galt, Stutes. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 2-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 2-1, your Tours lead. Coming to the plate, it's Miles Ledoux, the right fielder. He walked in the 1st. It's the 1-2-3 hitters coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Slade Shove Knox still on the mound for the Tours. First pitch, fastball lifted up and out of play. Heads up in the parking lot. No balls and 1 strike on him early. In the first, he walked. 0-1 comes home to Ledoux. Misses. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Knox fires home. Misses high and away. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Miles Ledoux. Bottom of the 3rd inning towards lead 2-1. Here it comes. Fastball just misses downstairs. Ball 3. 3-1. Ledoux walked in the first. Hitters count for him. Here it comes. And this is ripped into right field. DePriest going over. He comes in and puts it away for the first out of the inning. Awkward there from Brody DePriest. Kind of had a bad read on it and had to catch it at his feet. At the plate, Owen Gall. He had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. 1 ball and no strikes on him. Here it comes. Ripped into center field. Trahan will stay where he's at and put it away for the second out of the inning. L9, L8, calling an L7 right here from Cameron Stutes. Towards lead 2-1. Cameron Stute at the plate. He struck out looking in the first. Second time facing Stute. Slate shows Knox. First pitch fastball misses downstairs. Ball number 1. Gets a sign out of the windup. Kicks and fires home. Hits softly towards the right side. Coburn had a bad read on that one, and no one was covering first. Slate Show Knox had to hurry up and get over there, and that's going to be ruled as the second hit of the ball game. 2 outs and then a infield single. At the plate, Presley Corville hurt his hand in the first inning. Also in the first inning, he grounded out to the shortstop, Jackson Beto. Bottom of the 3rd, there's 2 outs, 1 runner at first. Fires home, fastball just misses inside. Ball number 1. 1-0. Knox gets a sign and comes set, fires home. Slider in there, strike number 1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike on the Texas A&M recruit, Presley Corville. A pickoff move, and he's back in safely at first. 1-1. Another pickoff move, he's back in safely. One ball and 1 strike. Here it comes. 2-1. Corville at the plate. Three 1 now. Here it comes. Hit hard towards the right side and foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. So the runner, Cameron Stutes, will be taken off from first base right here. Presley Corville at the plate. Towards lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Knox looks for his 4th strikeouts of the ball game. He comes set, checks the runner at first. Comes home. Hard towards the right side. Babineau will field it, makes the throw to first in time to retire Presley Corville. Going to the top of the 4th inning, it's Babineau, Harlow, Beto. Coming to the plate. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Cohen Babineau coming to the plate here on the top of the fourth inning. Tours lead 2-1. If you're just now joining us here on Tornado Radio Network, it's round two, game one of the non-select Division I baseball playoffs. On the mound, it's Diego Corrales for the Buccaneers. Top of the fourth inning, Cohen Babineau at the plate, batting third. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to the second baseman. As Presley Cordell and the umpire have a word. Looks like they're trying to fix his gear. Looks like he's all good, and Diego Corrales out of the windup. His first pitch of the fourth inning misses downstairs. Ball number one, good take from Cohen Babineau. Babineau playing second base, 0 for 1 today. 1-0. Corrales winds up, fires home, misses low and away. Ball two. Hitter's count here for Cohen Babineau, 2-0. Corrales shakes off. Gets the sign he wants. Comes home. A fastball hit into shallow right field. Ledoux comes in. Will put it away for the first out of the inning. Brings up Brody Harlow. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Had a ground ball single through the 6-hole, the Centenary signee. Batting cleanup, he's the catcher. Gets his second at-bat against Diego Corrales here in the fourth. Out of the windup, Corrales comes home, and that's in there. Strike number one. No balls and one strike on him. Fouled off out of play, 0-2. Comes home from Corrales, swing and a miss, strike number three. His fourth strikeout of the night, and it brings up Jackson Beto. Bring you back to the second inning where he had a 2-run blast, which scored Caden Kochel and himself to put the Tours ahead 2-0. Scores now 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. Beto's second time facing Corrales. A fastball misses away. Ball number one. 1 ball and no strikes on the junior shortstop batting fifth. 1-0. Comes home. Misses away. Ball two. Corrales not happy about it. 2-0 with 2 outs. Jackson Beto at the plate. 1 for 1 with a home run. Here comes. And this one's ripped into left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Have a day, Jackson Beto, his second hit of the ball game here in the fourth inning. It's the Tours' third hit of the game, and he has 2 of them. Extends the inning here with 2 outs, brings up Espen Trahan, who was sat down on strikes in the second. Beto gets his lead at first. And ball misses. 1 ball and no strikes on Espen Trahan now. Trahan, the center fielder, struck out in the second. Second time facing Corrales here in the fourth. Beto takes off, and it's a hit and run, and it's perfect. That's through the 4-hole. Jackson Beto on a source. He hurries, and he's going to get to third. Slides past third, and he's tagged out at third base. He's dove past third. Perfect hit and run. Jackson Beto slid too late and dove past the bag at third base. Nice hit and run there, and Espen Trahan's going to be awarded with a single, but we're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up, Corrales, Alexander Washington. We're taking a break on Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 2-1. Diego Corrales coming to the plate. Bottom of the fourth inning, due up for the Bucks. It's Corrales, Alexander, and then Jadarian Washington. So 5, 6, 7 coming to the plate. Corrales was hit in the second, and then Alexander got K'd up, and Washington hit a single in the second. Fly ball into left field. That's going to go out of play for strike number 1. So Knox ahead here early. 0-1 on him. Got hit in the second. Here comes the 0-1. Slider in there, strike number 2, and Knox looks for his 4th strikeout. Here comes the 0-2. Misses high and away. Ball 1. 1-2. Ripped hard into left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Tying run now at first base. Comes to the plate. It's J.D. Alexander, the DH, who got K'd up in the second. Double play in effect infield for the Torch. Fontenot at third, Beto at short, Babineau at second, and Coban at first. Slider in there, called strike number 1. So Knox ahead on him early. 0-1. Knox comes set. Throws over to first, and he's back in safely. Knox comes home. The throw down to second. And that's 3 in a row. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Coach Thomas Siller comes out to have a word with the umpire in the field as Diego Corrales is called safe at second. We'll get back to Tornado Radio Network. J.D. Alexander at the plate. Two balls and 1 strike on J.D. Alexander, the DH. Runner in scoring position with no outs. Alexander calls time at the plate, and he steps out. 2-1. Knox gets a sign, nods his head, checks the runner at second. Beto clears. Here it comes. Misses downstairs. 3-1 now. Round 2, game 1. Non-select Division 1 baseball playoffs. Sulphur versus Barbe. 17th seed versus a number 1 seed. And the 17th seed leads right now 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. J.D. Alexander at the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike on him. He struck out in the second. Knox kicks and fires home. This is ripped hard down the right field line and foul. 3-2. He struck out in the second. Now Knox looks for his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Alexander. Leans in and gets his sign and comes set. Checks the runner at second base. Jackson Beto in his back pocket. He clears, and Alexander calls time at the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Alexander. Knox comes set, looks for his 4th strikeout, and time is called again. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at second. Alexander at the plate. He struck out in the second. Here comes. Ball 4. His second walk of the ball game. 2 runners on now. Coach Jonathan Nelson comes out to have a word with Knox in the infield. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. No outs, 2 runners on, towards lead 2-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Two to one towards lead. 2 runners on at the plate is Jadarian Washington, the second baseman, who singled in the second. Squares the bunt, pops it up. Knox comes in, lays out, and makes a great catch in foul territory. Both runners will have to tag, 1 out now in the bottom of the 4th. Slade Shove Knox shows off some great athleticism there, lays out in foul territory to retire Washington. 1 out now, and it brings up Jordan Griffin, who struck out in the second. Two runners on, first and second. Alexander at first, Corrales at second. With 1 out, Knox fires home, misses downstairs. Ball number 1. One on the center fielder, Jordan Griffin, verbally committed to LSU. He calls time at the plate. One 0 on Jordan Griffin, the center fielder. Struck out in the bottom of the second. And this is ripped through the 6-0. Jace Kaiser comes in to throw, and they're going to hold everyone. Bases loaded with 1 out. Now with bases loaded, it's Britt Vick at the plate. Tours lead 2-1 with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, double play in effect. Any bag in the infield, assuming infield is going to come home on a ground ball to the infield. Britt Vick at the plate, who threw out to the left fielder in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Big lead at first from Griffin, and at second from Alexander. Knox comes set, the bases loaded, fires home, and this is in there, strike number 1. Or they call it a ball. Really bad, and you can hear it from the Tour fans. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. And that's in there, strike number 1. This umpire is calling these balls and strikes really late. Can't tell what it is. And count even 1-1 with 1 out. Tours lead 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning at the plate. It's Britt Vick. Knox comes set, checks the runner at third. Comes home. Misses upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 pitch away from a double play. 2-1. And that misses upstairs, ball 3. Tours lead 2-1. Bases are loaded. 3 balls and 1 strike for the third baseman, Britt Vick. Fastball taken down the middle. Strike number 1. Fans, Orlando leads Cleveland at 61-45 at halftime. That's round 1 of the playoffs. NBA playoffs. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Britt Vick. With bases loaded, here it comes. Fly ball in the left field. That's going to go out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Packed house here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, Barbe High School. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away from getting the Tours out of this inning. 3-2. misses away, and it's a tie ball game in Lake Charles. 2-2, and Knox walks a batter. His third walk of the game. Brings up the leadoff hitter with bases loaded, Miles Ledoux. He walked in the first and lined out in the third. His third time seeing Ledoux, and Harlow will go have a word. Dayton Hicks getting hot in the bullpen. Same with Carter Wilson. Tied up at 2. Two balls and 2 strikes after Knox walks a run in. 1 out, bases loaded. Miles Ledoux at the plate. Fires home, and this is ripped into right field. Caprice will field it. And that will score 1 run. Station to station baseball here for the Bucks as they take the lead 3-2 in Lake Charles. Brings up Owen Galt, the shortstop. He's 0-1 base that bunt in the first and lined out in the third. Three to two, the Bucks lead with bases loaded and 1 out. 1 pitch away from getting the Tours out of the inning. Fastball just misses. Ball number 1. 1-0. Knox comes home, a slider. That's in there. Strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. Wilson in the bullpen down there for the Tours. One. This is fouled off the back screen. Strike number 2. One ball and 2 strikes on the UL recruit Owen Galt. Bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out. Galt's 0 for 1 today. Knox leans in and gets a sign. Bases loaded for the Bucks. Comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. His 4th strikeout of the ball game. Brings up Cameron Stutes. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Stutes struck out in the first and singled in the third. Knox out of the windup with bases loaded. Stutes at the plate. Batting third, playing left field. Hits softly to Knox. And he will field it and flip to first. Could have been much worse that inning, but the Bucks, they plate just 2. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Coming to the plate for the Tours. Tanner, Covan. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. 3-2 Bucks lead. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. At the plate, Brody Tanner, the DH, who grounded out in the second inning. It's his second time facing Diego Corrales today. Top of the fifth inning, the Bucks lead 3-2. Tanner, a left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, strike number one. No balls and one strike on the DH, Brody Tanner. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there, strike number two. No balls and two strikes on Brody Tanner. And this is fouled off, and he stays alive, 0-2. Corrales on the mound. 0-2. And this is lifted into center field. Griffin will come in and put it away for the first out of the inning. Brings up Carson Covan here at the top of the fifth inning. One out. Covan in the second. He struck out. Corrales' second time facing him. That fastball misses downstairs. Ball number one. Ball two. 2 balls and no strikes now. Count now 2-1 after a fastball finds its way into the strike zone. 2-1 now with one out. Carson Covan at the plate, the centenary recruit. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss there. Strike number two. Three to two, the Bucks lead here in the top of the fifth. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. His second strikeout of the day, Carson Coban, and the fifth strikeouts of the night for Diego Corrales. Brings up Jace Kaiser. Kaiser grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. He takes a fastball at the knees, strike number one. Here it comes. 0-2 now, and Kaiser's behind. Corrales looks for his third 1-2-3 inning. Here it comes. Called strike three looking. 1-2-3 inning for Diego Corrales and the Barbe Buccaneers. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Due up, it's Corville, then Corrales, and then Alexander. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Bucks lead 3-2. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. On the mound, still for the Tours, it's Slade Shove Knox. Coming to the plate, it's Preston Corville. Corville in the first, grounded out to the shortstop. In the third, grounded out to the second baseman, and he'll get his third hacks off of the junior right-hander Slade Shove Knox. Bad call there from the umpire. 1 ball and no strikes. You can hear from the tour fans. A breaking ball in there. Strike number 1. Count even 1-1 on the Texas A&M recruit Presley Corville, who's 0 for 2 today. Bottom of the 5th inning. Slade Shove Knox on the mound. Bucks lead 3-2. Breaking ball in there. Strike 2. Now Knox looks for his 5th strikeout. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Corville. Fires home. Misses upstairs. Ball 2. For 2 is the Texas A&M recruit. 2 balls and 2 strikes on him. Here it comes from Knox. Fly ball into center field. Wind is howling. Trahan calling everyone off. Comes in and will put it away for the first out of the inning. Brings up Diego Corrales, who was hit in the 2nd and singled in the 4th. He scored 1 of 3 runs. He scored 2 of 3 runs for the Bucks. Corrales on the mound today for the Bucks. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Slider misses downstairs. Ball number 1, 1-0. Here it comes. Misses downstairs. Ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Diego Corrales. Slade Shove Knox out of the windup. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Knox gets his Corrales, steps out.
Let's play baseball here, Blue. That's what we came here for.
2-0. Here it comes. Fastball taken. 2-1 on Diego Corrales, the pitcher. And that misses high and outside. Ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning on Diego Corrales, who's reached base safely each time he came up to the plate. This is ripped on the ground. Cohen Babineau will field it. The throw to first is in time, as Carson Cobain had to reach. Two outs now. Brings up J.D. Alexander. 3-2. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Lake Charles. The Bucks lead. Alexander will get his 3rd hacks off of Slade Shove Knox. Struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. He scored 1 of the 3 runs for the Buccaneers. 1-0. Knox out of the windup comes home. A fly ball into foul territory. Heads up. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Here it comes. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now on J.D. Alexander. 2-1. Comes home from Knox. That misses ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Here it comes. Ball 4. Carter Wilson is ready to come into the game at any moment. Jadarian Washington, the 2nd baseman, comes to the plate. Flew out in the 4th. Singled in the 2nd. Score is 3-2. Bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs. Runner at first is J.D. Alexander. Pickoff move to first. It's called safe again. Knox fires home. That misses downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes on Washington. Big jump from Alexander, and Harlow doesn't even throw it as he bobbled it. 1-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Washington at the plate. Knox comes set. Checks the runner at second and fires home. A breaking ball just misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now you can hear the Tour fans as they're not real happy about this umpire. 2-1. Knox fires home. That misses ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Jadarian Washington. Walked Alexander, got 2 quick outs and then walked Alexander. Now he has a 3-ball count against the second baseman, Jadarian Washington. 3-1, gets a sign, fires home. That's in there, strike number 2. Big rivalry game here for the Tours and the Bucks. 17 seed versus a 1 seed, non-select Division I baseball playoffs. It's round 2, game number 1, best of 3 series. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. A pickoff move to second. He's back in safely. 3-2. Knox gets a sign and comes set. Checks the runner at second. Beto clears, fires home. A fly ball into right field. Should be a routine play for the right fielder. Calling everyone off is the Priest. He'll put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to the top of the 6th as the Bucks lead 3-2. Coming to the plate, it's the 1-2-3 guys. The Priest, Fontenot, Babineau. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network, Thursday night playoff baseball. Tours versus the Buccaneers, a classic rivalry as it's round 2 of the non-select Division I baseball playoffs. Brody DePriest struck out in the 1st and flew out in the 3rd. Still hitless this ball game. Had hits in both games against East Ascension. He squares the bunt right here, pulls it back as that misses ball number 1. 1-0. Squares the bunt, pulls back, wanted to slash, doesn't swing there as it's called strike number 1. That's really bad. It's really, really bad. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Brody DePriest. Fires home. That misses inside, ball number 2. 2-1 for the leadoff hitter, Brody DePriest in right field. Calls time. Two-one. Fires home is Corrales, and DePriest takes. In there, strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, count even for Brody DePriest. In all of his at-bats, he's been down to 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 from Corrales. This is ripped hard, right back up the middle and caught by Corrales. And good at bat there from DePriest as he lines out. He gets a good barrel off of Corrales. So a line drive right back up the middle, caught by Corrales, brings up Bryce Fontenot, the third baseman, who's also 0 for 2 today, still looks for his first hit. Torres need to get something started right here after the Priest caught a good barrel on him just now. And the count is 1-0 for the McNeese recruit, Bryce Fontenot. Fontenot takes downstairs, called strike number 1. One. Here comes ball 2. If you're just now joining us, it's the top of the 6th inning, and the Bucks lead 3-2. Fontenot takes upstairs, ball number 3. 3-1. Fontenot back up to the plate. Corrales on the mound, out of the windup, kicks and fires home. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. Full count on Bryce Fontenot, the McNeese recruit. He's 0 for 2 today, flew out in the first, grounded out in the third. Looks for his first hit of the ball game and his third at bat. 3-2. Check swing, he goes all the way around, and Corville will make the throw down the first in time for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Cohen Babineau, who's also hitless. Grounded out in the first and flew out in the fourth. 3-2 Bucks lead as Coach Paige Hodges will have a word with Cohen Babineau. There's 2 outs. Cohen Babineau steps up to the plate. And that misses downstairs. First pitch to him. 1 ball and no strikes on him. Round 2, game 1, non-select Division I baseball playoffs. The Bucks lead 3-2, top of the 6th inning. 1-0. Taken, and that's in there, strike number 1. One comes home from Corrales. This is ripped into left field. Going back is Stutz, and he'll make the catch at the warning track. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up for the Buccaneers. It's Griffin Victor back to the top with Miles Ledoux. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Bucks lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. If you're an NFL fan, Caleb Williams taking number 1 overall quarterback at a USC. And then taking second LSU fans, it's Jaden Daniels, a quarterback to the Commanders. So Caleb Williams to the Bears, and to the Commanders, it's Jaden Daniels. Back on the baseball topic, Jordan Griffin coming to the plate, struck out in the second, singled in the fourth. His third at-bat of the ball game. He homered in an exhibition game against Catholic last Friday. A breaking ball in there, strike number 1. Bottom of the 6th inning, leading things off is Jordan Griffin, the center fielder, the verbal LSU commit. 0-1 comes home from Knox. That's taken. Strike number 2. Oh, strike number 1 counts even at 1-1. I guess the first pitch breaking ball was called a ball. He's calling these balls and strikes really late. It's hard to tell from the angle on that. 1-1 comes home. This is fouled off, strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the LSU commit, Jordan Griffin. One for 2 today. Knox looks for his 5th. Here it comes. This is downstairs, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fly ball into foul territory. Fontenot comes over. And he can't make the catch in foul territory. 2-2 on Jordan Griffin. Got K'd up in the 2nd. Singled in the 4th. Now it's at the bottom of the 6th. His 3rd at bat. Facing Slade Shove Knox. 2-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. His 5th strikeout of the ball game. And 2nd time sitting Jordan Griffin down. Again, keep working, J-Rock. Britt Vick now coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. Vick takes a breaking ball. That's in there. Strike number 1. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Lead 3-2. Here comes the 0-1. And this is ripped back up the middle for a base hit. Double play now in effect for the Torts. And coming to the plate, the leadoff walked in the 1st, lined out in the 3rd, and then an RBI single for him in the 4th. Bottom of the 6th. Runner at 1st is Vick after he singled. Knox comes set. And time is called at the plate. Coach for Barbe will come in, have a word. And a pinch runner coming in for Britt Vick. Dylan McGee, the runner at 1st, and a pickoff move. He's back in safely. Bucks lead. Double play is in effect. Here it comes. Fastball misses upstairs to the leadoff hitter, Miles Ledoux. Ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Knox comes set. Checks the runner at 1st. Fires home. Misses downstairs. Good block for Harlow. 2-0. Knox gets a sign and comes set. Checks the runner at 1st. Fires home. And that fastball is in there. Strike number 1. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. It was Jordan Griffin who struck out. Then Vick that singled, who's at 1st. Now it's Miles Ledoux at the plate. 2-1. Fires home. The throw to 2nd is probably would have been in time, but Jackson Beto couldn't squeeze it there. The count is now 2-2. If Vick scores from 2nd, that will put the Bucks up by 2. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th, and the Bucks lead. Knox comes set. Checks the runner at 2nd. Beto clears, fires home, and that misses downstairs. Ball 3. Now Harlow will come out and have a word. Full count for the leadoff hitter, right fielder Miles Ledoux. Walked in the 1st, lined out in the 3rd, had an RBI single in the 4th. 1 for 2 today. Full count on Ledoux. Knox leans in and gets a sign. Needs a strikeout right here. He comes set. Fires home. Fly ball into left field. Jay Sky's left fielder comes in. Puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 outs now, and it brings up the shortstop UL recruits, Owen Galt. Coach Thomas Hillary will come out and have a word, and this might be it for Slade Shove Knox. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network, 3-2. Bottom of the 6 Bucks lead. We'll be back to Tornado Radio Network. Owen Galt at the plate, struck out his last time in the 4th. That was against Knox. And this is ripped hard back up the middle. Cohen Babino will field it. The throw to first is in time. We're going to the top of the 7th inning, and the Bucks lead. Due up, Harlow, Beto, Strahan. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network, top of the 7th inning. And Brody Harlow's coming to the plate. Harlow has 1 of 4 hits for the Tours. Singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Coach of the Buccaneers telling the outfield to back up for Brody Harlow, the centenary recruit. Diego Corrales still on the mound for the Bucks. 3-2 Bucks lead, top of the 7th inning. That misses downstairs and away. Ball number 1. See some action in that bullpen down there for the Buccaneers. 1-0. Taken. Ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes now. Here it comes. Fastball taken. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 2-1 on Brody Harlow. Here it comes. In there, strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the centenary recruit, Brody Harlow. Singled in the 2nd. Got K'd up in the 4th. Has 1 of 4 hits for the Tours. Here it comes. This is ripped into right field. Laying out, and he's not going to be able to make the catch as Miles Ledoux. Going to roll to the center fielder, Jordan Griffin. And that's the 2nd hit of the ball game for Brody Harlow. Tying run at first base. And it brings up Jackson Beto. He's 2 for 2 today. 2nd hit of the ball game for Brody Harlow. And if you're the Tours, this is who you want up right now. Coach Sakini going to come out and have a word with Diego Corrales in the infield. We'll take a break. 3-2, 1 runner on in the top of the 7th. Bucks lead. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network, and you can hear the Tor fans getting on their feet. This is playoff baseball. 3-2, there's a runner at first. Mound meeting is over, and Diego Corrales is still on the mound. At the plate, it's Jackson Beto. The leading run is 2 for 2 with a home run in the second and a single in the fourth. He squares the bunt, pulls back, taking ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Running for Brody Harlow at first is Caden Kochel. Curtis running for the catcher, Diego Corrales. On the mound, 1-0, comes home. Misses downstairs, ball number 2. On deck is Espen Trahan. He has one of the 5 hits now for the Tors. Beto back into the box. Corrales comes set, checks the runner at first. It's Kochel. Comes home, squares the bunt, pulls back. Ball number 3. Three balls and no strikes on Jackson Beto, who squares the bunt again. Pulls back. Strike number 1 in there. 3 balls and 1 strike on the junior shortstop, Jackson Beto. Top of the 7th inning. Runner at first is Caden Kochel. 3-2, the Bucks lead. 3-1 misses. Ball 4. Leading run now at first base. First walk of the ball game for Diego Corrales. And it comes to the 7th inning. So great job, Diego Corrales on the mound. First walk. And it comes here in the last inning of the ball game. Espen Trahan now comes to the plate after Corville and Corrales have a word. Triple play is in effect. The infield for the Bucks. It's Vick at third, Galt at short, Washington at second, and Guidry at first. Trahan got K'd up in the second and singled in the fourth. Top of the 7th inning. Leading run at first base. Top of the 7th inning. Bucks lead 3-2. Here's a senior center fielder, Espen Trahan, at the plate, batting 6th today. First pitch, fastball taken. Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike. Here it comes. Squares the bunt, pulls back. Ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. Count even, 1-1. Trahan at the plate, Corrales on the mound. 3-2, Bucks lead, top of the 7th. A pickoff move to second, and he's back in safely. Caden Kochel. One ball and 1 strike on the center fielder, Espen Trahan. Got K'd up in the second, singled in the fourth. 1-1. Corrales comes set. You can hear the fans on their feet. Here it comes. Squares the bunt. Bunts right through it. The throw back to second. He calls him out. And you can hear the Tor fans not happy about that one. That's the first out of the inning. Tying run at first base. And the count is 1-2 for Espen Trahan. One ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this is lifted out of play. And Trahan will stay alive at 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes on Espen Trahan. Here comes from Corrales. Fly ball right into the middle of the infield. Owen Galt calls everyone off. 2 out. 1 more out, and the Bucks will get their first playoff win of the season. Here's Brody Tanner, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Runner at first is Jackson Beto. Here it comes. This is ripped into center field. Jordan Griffin coming in, and that's going to do it. The Bucks get their first win, first playoff win They'll play tomorrow at 6 o'clock tonight, and if the Bucks win tomorrow night, they move on to round 3. It's a best of 3 series. We play tomorrow at 6 o'clock, right back here on Tornado Radio Network as the Bucks win 3-2. That'll do it. Bucks win 3-2. Be back on the air tomorrow at 6 o'clock.